many times can I say anxiety in one video? Hey guys, so today I'm talking about anxiety. If you didn't already know, I used to suffer from really bad anxiety, especially when it came to social situations. I'm just like the most awkward human being in the planet. And yeah, the other day I actually had a coffee, and as I said, coffee sometimes, most of the time, brings me back into that old pattern of anxiety and having anxiety. And I was like, hey, nope, I've actually kind of grown to the point where I can separate my body from my mind and realize that my body's feeling anxious, but I know why. Whereas this used to not be the case. I used to have full-blown fucking meltdowns, and yeah, it would feel as though my chest was so tight and that I was literally suffocating. My mind was going 100 miles per minute. Yeah, I couldn't really put the feeling of anxiety into words, so I tried to find a poem online, and I've just got my laptop here, so I'm going to read it to you. Anxiety. I can't knock on the door or ask for extra napkins. I can't call you and ask how you are. I can't raise my hand without the fear of being wrong. I can't hang out with new people. I can't live my life. It's like being in a cage that's unlocked. I can get out, but I've trapped myself. It's like wanting to have friends but can't hang out. It's like suffocating while you're still breathing. It's not a way to live, it's a way to die. Fucking crazy anxiety. And if you're watching this, then you probably have suffered from some form of anxiety or know someone who has. It is a very, very common thing, and I just want you to know that you are not alone if you do suffer from anxiety. It does not define you. I want to make that a very good point. And yeah, today I just want to share my experience with anxiety and what I now do and have done in the past to get through my anxiety attacks and moments that I have felt super anxious. Yeah. So yeah, in the past I would get anxiety, especially in social situations. Mainly I would get social anxiety. Sometimes it would take me about 3 hours to leave the house. Like 3 hours to leave the house to go to the supermarket, because I was so worried about what people were going to think of me while I was at the supermarket, or the people that might be looking at me at the supermarket. Yeah, it got really bad at one point. It would affect me a lot, especially when I was meeting new people. Yeah, I would just literally go quiet. When I'm anxious, I say nothing. So yeah, when meeting new people in social situations, it was just absolutely terrible. I used to have a partner, so I would like really hide behind him, and I don't think I ever quite told anyone how bad my anxiety was either, including him, which is just crazy looking back now. Like, to keep something like that to yourself is just absolutely ridiculous, and everyone should have a support person and someone who they can talk to about these things and why they're feeling this way, and know that it's absolutely okay to feel this way. It's normal, and what you can then do to work through it. I used to think that I just wasn't a good people person, that I was really shy, and I'm literally being brought to tears now because the fucking shit that my anxiety used to put me through is absolutely crazy. And I know my sister suffers from it as well, and it's such a fucking fucker. Mainly I just used to think like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And I'm like fully crying now, but I just want you to know, like anxiety's put me through some fucking shit, and I'm so grateful now that I can kind of deal with it and accept it. I guess acceptance is the first thing you should do, because knowing that you suffer from anxiety is really key in order to be able to work with it and work through it. And yes, the thing about anxiety is, like, yeah, when you're feeling this way and you're having these thoughts, you're literally hating every single moment of it. Like, it's really not fun at all, especially if you are surrounded by like lots of people who don't deal with anxiety. They don't understand the emotions, or they think you are just being silly as well. It's really hard, so just please know that your feelings are valid. Everyone's feelings are valid in any situation, and whether that be good, whether that be bad, you're a human with human feelings, and you're allowed to feel all the feels. You don't have to justify yourself. But yes, so this video is about the things that I now do when I am feeling anxious, or when I used to feel really anxious. What has brought me to where I am today. I met some new people the other day, and I was saying to my friend, it was actually outrageous. Like, I got home, literally read in my journal, what the fuck, Kate? Where has your social anxiety gone? Exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark, question mark. Sometimes I have to give myself props. Like, it's so crazy to look back to where I was 1-2 years ago to where I am today, and yeah, you should do the same. Look to where you were and look to where you are today, and just please take notice of how far you've come. I don't think any of us do that enough. So really the main thing I do now, and the main quote or words that I live by when I am feeling a little bit anxious or I'm overthinking and something's coming on, I get out of my mind and into my body. And I heard this quote one time, get out of your mind and into your body, and I was just like, holy fucking shit, it's amazing. And then yeah, dancing became my new favorite thing in the whole wide world. Just moving your body in general, you know. If you aren't feeling good, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling anxious, if you're overthinking a lot, turn off your mind, go for a run, do some yoga, dance, literally anything that's going to stop you from overthinking. Get huffing and puffing. For me, that favorite thing is dance, so my first thing is dance. If you don't dance, first of all, please dance. It's amazing. Literally, dance is medicine. To be able to turn off your mind and just like move your body with the music, there's just no words for the way that it makes me feel. Just moving that really stuck energy in you that is anxious or sad or angry or anything through you. Feel all of the feels and let it exit you through moving your body, quite literally, is really, really good. So you're going to go for a job interview, or you are going to a dinner party or a picnic, or you're just going to meet your boyfriend's family, anything, any situation at all. Take a moment, 5-minute dance party, get it all out of your system, then you can find a little bit of stillness, center yourself, and go in there. Boom, get it done without thinking too much about it. And yeah, love dancing. My second thing that I do is just go for a walk, especially in nature. Right now I'm living at the beach, so I go over to the beach and just like walk on the sand, or I pretty much like walk in the water up to my knees, like wading through the water. Walking in nature is amazing. It's a beautiful way to clear your head. It's a beautiful way to just like realize how special life is. It sounds so silly, but it's true. Let nature just fully nurture you, fully embrace you, surrender to her, and yeah, I'm sure you'll feel so much better afterwards. I know I do. Either that, or like go for a walk in the bush, walk barefoot. Walking is amazing. If you know me, you know I literally live in bare feet. I feel so much better when I'm on the ground. Go lie on the ground and just like take some deep breaths. And yeah, swim in the ocean is amazing. If you live in a city, I guess, where you can't get close to nature, waterfalls are amazing. So I would just like go to the shower. You know, if you've suffered from anxiety and you've had these really moments of pure craziness, is one word for it, but no, you're not crazy, but you know what I mean, like you're hysterical moments that you can get, go to the shower. I would like sit down in the shower and just like let the water come over me and just literally feel as though you're washing everything away and clearing all your anxiety away, and it's just going down your head, through your body, and you're releasing it down into the earth and down the drain. I find that's really good. Even that's a nice meditation if you want to do that. You can just picture the energy going down and releasing out your feet into the earth. Yeah, nature, but if you can't get to nature, then shower. Water is just healing for me though. I love being next to water, so if you like being in the bush, then do that. You know what you love, so yeah. I had written down here yoga, but I kind of did mention yoga in my moving your body or in my first dance thing. I know yoga can be very intimidating for people, and which doesn't help people with anxiety. Nowadays yoga is like gymnastics, quite literally. If you are doing yoga for any other reason than connecting to the divine within you and the divine outside of you, that is the same thing, then you're actually practicing Ayurveda, which is all about being healthy and living a healthy lifestyle and these things. So yeah, yoga is union with the Great Spirit, God, ultimate consciousness, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, doing that in turn is helping your spiritual journey and your mindset to be able to get over and through these moments of anxiety. So the other thing that I do when I'm feeling anxious is breathe. Usually if we're feeling anxious or just angry or any of these kinds of emotions, we'll literally breathe super shallow. So like breathe, and it'll just stop here at the bottom of our throat and release. So if you are ever finding that you're feeling anxious, then just take a moment to inhale. And you want to actually breathe all the way down to your abdomen and exhale even longer all the way out. So the idea of a nice long deep breath is that we breathe in all the way to our belly and then exhale out a longer breath out, and that really calms the nervous system. So instead of suffocating yourself and just breathing super shallow, you want to take some nice deep breaths. And honestly, this is the most simplest, easiest thing you can do when you're ever feeling anxious. Just take 5 deep, long breaths and really see how that makes you feel. The other thing that I think is really helpful when you're feeling anxious is actually journal. If you're prone to overthinking, then like literally journaling is a lifesaver. Yeah, it just gets all the thoughts that you're thinking, because people who are anxious tend to be overthinkers, obviously. So really getting thoughts onto paper, pen to paper, and just start writing. It doesn't matter what you write. You can just start writing out your thoughts and you'll get rid of everything that you need to in order to free your mind. And yeah, that's about it really. Just write and see what comes out. I think this is the last thing that I can think of right now that you can do if you are suffering from anxiety or feeling anxious, is to try separate your mind from your body. So as I said before, like you can move your body and get rid of all the feelings, but if you actually know that you're feeling anxious in a moment and know that it's just your mind tricking your body, like the feeling that you get when you're anxious, like the feeling that I described earlier. I don't know how you feel it, but I feel it like someone is pressing on my chest, like standing on my chest. It just suffocates me into silence. Actually take a moment, like by yourself, maybe remove yourself from the situation and like, why am I feeling this way? Like remind yourself that you're fucking good enough, that you're worthy. At the end of the day, you are the ruler of your own mind. So when you can understand that, it's like a fucking powerful thing, and then you just need to put it to practice. You can literally flick a switch in your mind. You just have to keep doing it over and over and over again, and eventually your brain is actually going to rewire to the point where it becomes a default, and then you will like slowly not feel this way. So if you are feeling anxious, ask yourself why. Literally picture like a red stoplight, a red traffic light stop sign in front of you or anything. So you start to feel anxious, you close your eyes for a moment, wonder why you're feeling anxious, and then Kate, no. Picture the stop sign there, Kate, whoever you are, say your own name. You don't even have to say your name, to be honest. But yeah, take a moment to actually find out why, because the source is the main reason and the thing that you obviously need to be dealing with a little bit. And then just picture, no, stop in your mind. Like red traffic light or a stop sign, stop. Hopefully you'll snap out of it. It may take a little while the first time, but slowly it'll get faster and faster. You go somewhere new and you have to meet someone and you're like absolutely freaking out in the car. Take a moment, try understand why you're feeling that way, and yep, stop. So every time you do these things, it's just like slowly rewiring your mind. And it's not to say that anxiety is going to just disappear completely. It's just going to help you on the path to freeing yourself from the grapple that is anxiety. So yeah, I do hope you find a little bit of value from the things that I have shared with you today. If you've got any tips yourself, then please leave them down below. Please trust me when I say I know exactly what you're going through, and I hope this gives you a better understanding, if you don't suffer from anxiety yourself, of what it really actually feels like. So please be compassionate to all your loved ones who may suffer from this. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say, but I've got another thing that I found on the internet, because the internet's full of good poems and things. So breathe, you're going to be okay. Breathe and remember that you've been in this place before. You've been this uncomfortable and anxious and scared, and you've survived. Breathe and know that you can survive this too. These feelings can't break you. They're powerful and debilitating, but you can sit with them and eventually they will pass. Maybe not immediately, but sometime soon they're going to fade, and when they do, you'll look back at this moment and laugh for having doubted yourself, your resilience. I know it feels unbearable right now, but keep breathing again and again. This will pass. I promise. It will pass. and I love that. And absolutely, just please know that it is not forever. You are not your story. Don't become complacent to the fact that you might have anxiety. You're able to fucking move forward from it and grow from it and be such a better person for it, and be able to relate to people because of it as well. So yeah, if you like this video, then please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here so you can follow my journey. Thank you for watching if you've made it this far on the Mahashivaya. Bye!
Tulasi Adasa Sadari